Firstly, you must be present in the USA when you file this form. Secondly, do not travel out of USA until your Form I-131 is approved or until you get your green card. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about Form I-131, the application for travel document. Why did I submit this form together with my adjustment of status packet? Who knows, if I need to go out of USA for visiting my family, at least I already have this document with me, just in case if I haven't got my green card yet. So, in this video, I'm gonna share how I fill out this form based on K1 visa. Let's get started. Okay, let's go over to the USCIS webpage. There are two forms right here that you will download. This is the form I-131 that you are going to fill out, then send it to the USCIS. And the other one is the instructions of form I-131. I suggest you to always read these whole instructions while you fill out this form. Why? We never know if the form is changing because the instructions will be different with the old one. And please make sure that you submit the new version of this form. Okay, now let's get started here. Type or print in black ink. Part 1. This is the information about you. You will indicate your legal name. For your legal name, are you going to add your husband's family name on your name? If yes, so you will provide right here. And next is your physical address. This must be a physical address that you live in USA. Alright, then the other information that you should provide right here is your alien number that you can take a look at your I-797 form. This is the notice of action you've got when you apply for your K1 visa, and the number is listed right here. You also provide the country of your birth, the country of citizenship, the class of admission. How do you know your class of admission? This is about what type of visa do you use when you enter the USA. And this is also listed in your Form I-9 for arrival record. You're gonna attach this form as well together with your application. If you don't know how to get this form, please watch my other video or click the link at the top right here. Then you will print out this form. Okay, then provide your gender, date of birth, and US Social Security number if you have one. If you ever apply for Social Security card, you probably already have one, and you will provide the number right here. And if you don't have a Social Security number, you will leave it blank. Now let's move on to part 2. Moving on here, you will select the application type for travel document you need. In my case, I will select the option 1D as I am applying for an advance parole document to allow me to return to the US after temporary foreign travel. And if you select 1F for this question, you will provide the following information right here. Okay, let's moving on to part 3. This is about the processing information where you need to provide the intended date of departure. So you're going to pick up the date when you are going to travel out of USA. I didn't provide the date that was close to the day I submit this application, so I gave some time around 6 months after. Now let's talk about expected length of trip. Right here, you will indicate how long you will be staying out of USA. I prefer to stay about 14 days as I heard many people suggest to not travel more than 30 days. I think that is a good advice. Maybe some of them had some trouble at the airport, so Yeah, just in case. I think 14 days is long enough for me to visit my country. Next, you will answer this question if you are in any kind of immigration proceedings like exclusion, deportation, or removal. Hopefully your answer is no. If your answer is yes, you should provide the name of DHS office at the box right here. The next question is if you ever been given a re-entry permit or refuge travel document. If yes, you should answer the following questions number 4B and 4C. But in my case, my answer is no. Please read the note right here. There's a note right here that we need to read. If you are applying for a non-DACA related advance parole document, skip to Part 7. DACA recipients must complete Part 4 before skipping to Part 7. DACA stands for Consideration of Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. It doesn't apply to me. Okay, let's move on to the next page, still in Part 3. Where do you want this travel document sent? And provide your answer right here, where exactly you want this document to be sent. In my case, I use my US address shown in Part 1. Now let's move on to Part 4. This is the information about proposed travel. I love this. 1A, right here, you will indicate the purpose of your trip. In my case, is to visit my family. And 1B, you need to list the countries you intend to visit. Alright, moving on Part 5. This is not applicable to me as I'm not a permanent resident yet. So I'm gonna skip this, then moving on Part 6. Complete only if applying for refugee travel document. This is also not applicable to me and I will leave it blank. Now let's go over Part 7. How many trips do you intend to use this document? In my case, my answer is more than one. Alright guys, the next question is if the person intended to receive an advance parole document is outside the US, provide the location of the US Embassy or Consulate or DHS Overseas Office. And this is not applicable to me as I am an adjustment of status applicant. So if you are adjustment of status applicant, this is not applicable to you. And you should not apply this application out of the USA. Just like I told in the beginning, you must be present in the USA when you apply for this application. So let's skip this question, then move to Part 8. In this new version of Form I-131, there is a question if you are requesting an employment authorization document upon approval of My New Operation alias Welcome, OAW, period of parole. I found that this does not apply to us who are adjustment of status applicant. So we're gonna click no for this question. Alright guys, let's move on. In this part, you will be the one who signed this form. Provide the date of signature and your daytime phone number. Let's take a look. There is a note here. If you do not completely fill out this form or fail to submit required document listed in the instructions, your application may be denied. So please read this whole instruction and submit all the documents they ask you. Here is my cover letter of this form and all the documents are listed right here. You may take a look and you may pause this video. Alright, this is the information about the preparer and you need to provide their information right here if you use one. In my case, I'm gonna skip as I don't use them. Okay, so guys, that's all from me today. I hope you find this video is useful for you. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed yet. if you want to watch more videos about my immigration journey. I wish good luck for your immigration journey. And once again, I'm not a lawyer or attorney. What I share in this video based on my experience, and also I did some research to help you out. If you have any questions, please leave the comment below and then I will answer as I can. Alright guys, thank you for visiting my channel and we'll see you again in the next one.